Hello. So let's start off with where we ended. How about that? So last week we were looking at the floppy drive circuit board, and after Sunday I went home and I started laying out. Well, here I can just show you. So I started this. So this is the CDC BR803E board. I started working out what pins go where, how things are routed. All of this in service to figuring out which pins are where and what we need to measure, most specifically the ones at the top level of the hierarchical sheet. Crazy Boy, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, so I started doing this because I needed to figure out what to probe on the board, okay? So I did that, and then I set up the HP 16500B.
FN00RT subbed as tier 1 and says hi. Less than 3. End of line.
Nord, thank you for the tier 1 sub there. That's... I'm going to pretend it says thank you so much there. No, that's 30. 28 months. Thank you so much. Here's the thing. I went to go set this thing up, all right? So that I could test. Then it did something very, very rude to me.
CRAZYBOY 2025 SIZHER 100 whoop 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 whoop
Of course.
whoop 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 W whoop 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 whoop.
Really need to not abuse the duck talk.
Whoop 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 WH whoop 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 whoop.
All right. So here we are.
End of line.
Thank you for the 100 bits. Here we are at the terminal. All right, we're gonna go ahead and load into this disk drive here using the boot command, whatever. Enter a date and a time. And R prompt. Okay. So now we do dir dp1. Well, that's weird. It didn't error, huh? Well, let's just let's do a list, huh? Oh. It just works. Yeah, Season B's pretty much got it there. This is
CRAZYBOY 2025 gave a tier 1 gift sub to Yin aka Edmund. End of line.
Crazy Boy, thank you for the gifted sub. I don't know what fixed it. My best guess is that redoing the connectors fixed some gunk. So yeah, I don't know. But it's all back together, all functional, all that fun stuff. So, yay. We're not out of the woods yet, though. Let me step aside. Do you notice something? There's no video on the Dasher now. That happened this morning. I suspect if I walked away for a bit, and I came back to it the next. It has a raster. That worked fine, but I kind of need to be able to see it. So I thought we were going to work on the floppy drives at first. Nope, those are fine. So I thought, okay, we'll go back to making the. But then
CRAZYBOY 2025 SIZHER 100. Have you tried turning the Dasher off and on again? End of line.
I just turned it on at the start of the stream, so yeah, that's not it. Also, fun fact, by the way, here, sum total stack of this and this are now on one power connector going through the kilowatt. 370 watts as it just sits there. So, yeah, let's go ahead. Crack open the Dasher. Try and figure this out. So frustrating. Just when I thought it was going to work.
UPA, the floppy is working. Da 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 dee da. End of line.
Okay. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Laumo. 370 isn't that bad. What does the Dasher consume? I actually haven't measured it yet. Luckily, Arizona's not like the UK. You can always use another 400 watt heating in the room, right? Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, let me get us set up to change gears, and then I'll just have to like do something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, let's get set up for this. Oh yeah, so this is cool. I made it so that I can use the computer and the Dasher terminal over standard DE9 serial interfaces. So I have that working now, which is pretty handy. Yeah, let's go ahead and work on the Dasher.
CRAZYBOY 2025 SIZCHER 100 JH 80,013 and May 80,015 80,017 and 80,017 JH 80,017 and May 80,018 80,020 and JH 40,000
Yeah, Philip,
and 20
I accidentally did that today. It
25
was fine somehow.
and 24 40,000 and 25 80,000 and 20 40,000 and 18 80,000 and 17 and May 80,000 and 15 80,000 and 13 and
I'm just gonna say up front, thank you for the 200 bits there, crazy boy. We're crazy boy.
SIZCHER 100 okay, I give up.
End of line.
All right, that is the computer free, so let's go ahead and move that. Stupid terminal. The thing is I have to film the terminal. I didn't want to do any filming this weekend. Okay.
FELSQUALLE 1 SIZCHER 100 dot syntax error dot.
End of line.
Fell Squall, thank you for the 100 bits. At least this one, you know, only weighs like 70 pounds. Oh, the heavy part's the front. Let me flip this around. Okay. Whew. Now the definitely totally light Dasher. That's made from 1/4 inch thick plastic. Yeah. Why is the keyboard cable stuck? Okay, I am preemptively setting this to local. That way I don't have to connect a video source to it to make it display anything. Man, it's so good looking. Okay. Which drives will we use today? Yeah, that one. And that. And then, sure. All right, let me review what's on there. How old is that? I think it's 75 for the Dasher. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, nothing that this can read on there. Wah. All right. Why'd I have to be so rude to do this right before? Let's see. Why was I recording the floppy drives? I don't even know what that would be. All right, and then this one I won't be able to view on there, so just one moment. Don't punch the table, it hurts. Yeah, I don't know why 50-year-old capacitors wouldn't be working. So rude.
CRAZYBOY 2025 SICHER 100. I can see me love a nobody but you for all my life. When you're near me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life.
End of line.
I don't know why it's doing static at the end. That's weird. Thank you for the 100 bits, though, crazy boy. Go back here. Okay. All right, I'm clear to wipe all of these drives so that I can record. I'm recording any significant hardware work, so that's why I have to record. Now, just give me a moment here. I just feel like it's important for this hardware, even if I only make like a second channel video out of this, which that's what it may be. So I may not put as much effort into this one. The good news here, well, you know what? I'll save that for the recording. That didn't go where I wanted it to. What happened to the dasher? I'm not getting video. I get raster, but I don't get video. It's been an evolving problem. And I suspect if I just stopped trying to use it today and then let it rest overnight, it would cool down or something. I don't know. It's something to do with the brightness circuit. So we'll take a look at it. Again, I want to, because I'm going to be saying it all again when I start recording. All right, well, that's formatting. Let me go format this one and this camera. All right. And if I'd known we were going to be doing this, I would have set all this up before stream. I'm going to double check the quality settings on this one because I think it looked a little weird. Let me double check that. And no, that's right. Okay. Only 2 hours of footage, huh? Okay. Well, that works. There's only 2 hours of stream today. Okay. Oh, wow. How long has it been since we had one of those? Jeez, good catch, Majenko. That's crazy. Unfortunately, it won't be cleared from the chat view because that's not how that works. But wow, man, that's rare. All right, that 12 killer swine is killing you. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's see. Yeah, the composite out is, yeah, that was composite out on this, which works fine because again, it's, yeah. We're ready to cover that now. You know what? I can do this. Let me make sure that it is still going to do that. It's plugged into power, right? Yeah. Make sure video capture is going to be cooperative. LCD display, yeah. Sure. Okay. Did I unplug composite? Oh, I did. Probably because I didn't want it to be on there when moving it around. There we go. Okay. Trying to think about how I want to intro this. This is a weird problem. You know what? Hold on, because we can repeat that anytime we want. At least the logic is alive. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Jeez, so many cables. Just for the start here, it needs to be visible from the front. My gosh, it's such a pretty piece of hardware. Holy moly. Someone commented on the second part of the live stream edit today, like, oh no, the D200 is prettier. Dude, no, you're wrong. This is like the greatest thing ever made. All right. And we're back. Okay. All right. Here we go. Hello. I have an annoying video today because there is a problem with the Dasher terminal. This has been brewing for a while, so I'm not too surprised. So I got this working in a stream that I edited into a video with Usagi Electric, and it was working pretty good when we first got it fired up. It was a little dim, but it did work and responded and was functional. Now, since then, I've been continuing to use it, and it has actually gotten a little better for the brightness, at least until today, where now it has no brightness. So it's now on. You should be able to see stuff on it. I can prove that because if we look at the video capture that's currently running on it, I'll even do some more typing. You can see that it's working because it has a composite video output and I'm able to record that. Nothing is showing up on the CRT. Now the CRT is not bad, and I can prove that as well because if I turn it off, you'll see the raster collapse there. So that's all working fine. We have a problem related to the analog section of the brightness control, I believe, and it's causing upstream issues related to the brightness level of the CRT output. So today we're gonna tear the Dasher apart again and probably do some capacitor replacement now. Thankfully, I still have every capacitor that goes in this thing since I ordered them all, assuming we were gonna have to do something like this initially. So I'm not too surprised. I'm just begrudgingly going to do it because I really thought it was gonna work and I didn't want to tear into it again. But let's go ahead and do that now. All right. Yeah, I know you guys couldn't see. I didn't want to push the button in the middle of the thing. I'm just going to edit that in post. You saw it work earlier in the stream. You know what I'm talking about. So there you go. That's all the stuff. Now watch it come up, no problem. It would still be getting recapped today. All right, let me, I got that one. Whoops, it's free now. Are there some potentially expensive capacitors? Oh, no, I have every one. Well, okay, I don't have the giant ones, but I don't think those are gonna be bad. Yeah, hope not. That would be expensive. Yeah, those would be like the $40 ones. Those would be not good. To have those go bad. So hopefully it's not those, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be something analog. All right. Okay, let me grab the computer work blanket. I think it's sitting on the floor over here. Yep. Because it's pretty plastic all the way around. All right. I'm going to work on getting this thing open here. But I'm not going to make you guys watch through this whole thing. If you want to know how to open and get to all the parts in one of these, go ahead and check out the first part of the live stream I did with Usagi. For now, we're just going to skip to the point where this thing is disassembled. But you suckers watching live have to actually see me take it apart again. You don't get a skip forward. You know how much I trusted any of this stuff? I've been leaving all of my screw containers labeled. I still have everything here to put this all back together, or to take it apart. Oh. All right, dude, the keyboard connector sucks to take off. It's real scary. I don't even remember how now. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let me move this out of here so I stop kicking it. Okay. The bag of caps is... Well, that's curious because I was just holding it. Oh, it's over there. Yeah, okay. That's unfortunately very staticky, but there's not a lot of choice there. Oh, feels like I beheaded it. Never feels right to do that. Screwdriver. Oh, where did I put the good one? Where did I put the good one? Oh, is it over here because I was working on something? No. Okay. Well, that's cool. Oh, there it is. Alrighty. Dude, I've been having to wear this thing so much now, it's ridiculous. Sure. Yeah, that one's here, but this is the one that's got the thick plastic bezel around it, so it's not as suitable. Okay, front. That's this one. Here we go. Cracking open the dasher once again. Ah, this time I have to take out the back screws myself. How barbaric. The blanket is not to prevent static, it's to prevent scratches. This would destroy the bubble wrap. Additionally, it's not going to discharge static through the chassis with this. Let's put this over here. Ah, there we go.
Katu is subbed as Prime for 5 months and says,
End of line.
Echo the Wizard, thank you for the Prime sub there. It said for 5 months. It gets a little weird sometimes with that, so I'm not sure if that is the case, but if it is, thank you for the 5 months. Okay, so one simple test here is just to check heat. Nothing there feels really warm. All right. I should start recording. Let me do a thing here really quick. I want to steal one of their tricks. They had labeled the connector for the async card that goes to the terminal top on there. I had just put tape on there, but that works too. All right, let's do some recording. Okay, we are back into the machine here, and let's do some logical analysis of this. So we have all of the digital side of the components over here. We have all of the analog sides and the power right here. Now, the video output that I was referencing is right here, and this, I think, is the cable for it. But regardless, it doesn't really matter because the video output comes directly from the video card, which means that nothing related to the CRT is involved in that. So we can say with confidence that everything this direction over is working. So we don't have to look at any of the digital electronics. Now the power supply, this is where this gets a little weird, and I'm not as sure how to rule on this, because if I turn the brightness knob all the way up, it can cause digital problems, but it might be because something over here is overdrawing power and browning out the rails. So I'm not so sure whether or not I should believe anything. Here's a problem. But we have a much more likely issue that we're going to look into immediately, and that is a cap that is down here that I forgot to take a look at when we first opened this thing with Usagi. So let me get that part out so that we can take a look at it, because that's our most likely candidate for a bad part. Should go ahead and remove these connectors. I'm sure I have 3 billion photos of which ones go where by this point. And the cables are going to have a memory formed. I want to be extra careful with this one because it points right at the neck of the tube. Same with this. Okay. We finally recapping the terminal. It has commanded it, yes. All right. Trying not to rub that up against the bottom. And wow, that didn't fall or anything weird. This capacitor is the one that I most suspect is going to be a problem. Well, it is possible this won't be the issue, but this is a pretty weird cap. First off, there is a fuse on this board. It's fine. So that's not it. So weird.
CRAZYBOY 2025 SICHER 100. Do you have enough flux to refill them capacitors?
End of line.
Now I'm just confused and this won't work. Oh. Yeah, there we go. That's a whole bottle of flux there. We're good. I think I just, yeah, that piece. Thank you for the 100 bits. Okay. Well, the replacement isn't quite the answer, and it's why I'm suspecting that one.
CRAZYPOY 2025 SICHER 100
Oh. Thank you for the 100 bits. I'm gonna let it sort itself out, because I think that'll work. I sound defeated? Yeah, because the terminal's being, well, it has it's terminal. You have a 1 liter jerry can of flux at work. Good grief. All right. Where did I put the LCR meter? I don't need the ESD strap right now. Not going to shock anything. That's not grounded. Okay. I want a stool. I mean, I'm only going to be standing or sitting for like 3 seconds, but yeah. The terminal's not dead, but I'm not getting video. Okay, apparently I'm going to have to fix it.
is a terminal not dot when it's terminal.
End of line.
There we go. Thank you for the 100 bits, crazy boy. Oh gosh. One moment. There we kind of go. That's better. All right. Let's get the ESR meter out now so we can go through this a little quicker. I'm also going to have to desolder it too, though, now that I think about it. Good thing I charged the air compressor earlier for unrelated reasons. Okay. Just let it charge again. So stupid. Alrighty. Okay, so this capacitor is a Nichicon dual element capacitor. There are 2 different cap values in this one part, and we have them marked on the PCB across here. So we have we have shared negatives and then 2 positives right here. And apparently these capacitors are infamous for just sucking. So we're probably going to find that this one is bad. Now, I don't think that this one is going to be too far out for the LCR meter to read. So we're going to go ahead and remove this and check it to see what condition it's in. Some fresh solder here. This is a DG board that actually has solder mask. Whoa, crazy, what an invention. So this may not be as bad to try and remove. Why isn't this warm yet? What? There we go. Wow, just barely got it before it heated up. Okay. Come on. I do believe this is the wrong tool for the job. But we'll see. Maybe for the posts, and then we'll just use, I don't know, something else for the others. Will this fit around here? No. Cool. That's, Huh. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh, that's going to make this so much harder. There's some kind of weird little flange insert thing. What on earth is that? It's not, it's what? Okay, it's like they didn't trust the VIA to hold. Yeah, is it a two-sided board? No, it's not a two-sided board. Okay, so I guess that's a metal sleeve. Oh no, this is gonna suck. I'm stopping recording. Okay. This will be interesting. It would be really great if this didn't have 6 pins that I had to try and remove, and that 5 of them weren't these weirdo dual elements. Ugh. You know what? For giggles, let's measure it, because I did measure them in place before. Now, I don't really like measuring caps in circuit, but this one looks like it's going to be a nightmare to remove, so perhaps that won't be happening if it's bad. So here's a reading of one element, and that actually looks fine, so that's a little odd. Let me go ahead and measure the other side and see if that looks good. $367, $366. That's okay. So it's probably not this cap that is the issue. Well, that makes life a lot harder. All right, we're leaving the ESR meter out because it's going to be our best friend today, I suspect. All right, if it's not that cap, which I am surprised by, but I don't think that it makes sense to blame that yet. I'm going to try and trace this back from the potentiometer to see what I can figure out. So there's a blue wire on one side here, and I'm going to guess that it's this. No. Is it this? Yes. Okay. So then this white wire would be, and then this black wire would be, okay. So the brightness pot connects to this board here, which I know for a fact has a lot of capacitors on it. I also know that it is just a nightmare to get to, but we don't really have a lot of choices. So I guess we're going to pull that board out and investigate it. I would rate it as literally impossible to try and measure anything on that while the terminal is on. So we're going to have to check the capacitors individually on there because it's just really, really bad. There's a circuit board here. That's what we're looking at. So, oh boy. All right, how does this remove? This is not good. I don't remember removing the anode cap. So I don't think I did that. I think I removed this piece here separate of everything else. You know what? I think I remove the CRT chassis. I think that's the next step. I seem to recall doing that and wishing I had done that earlier. Okay. It kind of sucks, though. Okay. If I remember correctly, the best option to get to that is to actually remove the CRT cage. So there's a CRT module in here, effectively, and there are 4 bolts that hold it in. I'm going to remove this board in order to get to one of those bolts, but this will be the way that we get to that board, because we effectively have to remove the entire thing here. Oh, yeah, that's right. That part makes this fun. It is recording. All right. You're like stainless steel screws or something too, so they don't stick to the driver, which is really annoying. All right, this board needs to come out. Just gonna rest it. One of these slots, it can't plug in because the slots are keyed. Okay. So the CRT cage is loose, but it's not all unplugged. So let's remove that. Actually, let's photograph a number of things here. I absolutely already have pictures of all of this, but I also would rather they just be up at the top of my photo library. I don't have to think about it. Okay. That one I remember is kind of a pain in the butt. You know what? I think I'm going to be better off removing that from there. I'm going to quickly release the ground strap connection. I'm going to release the brightness knob, which I did not do last time. Oh my gosh, let me do that from the front. Okay, just take it slightly forward, see what's connected. Okay, so we had the blue wire. This is a plug, though, that can come out there. And we have this, which, if I remove the zip ties, then this will come apart. I know you can't see anything, but it's bad. I don't want to focus more on the camera and make a mistake. Okay. Oh, some of that stuff doesn't go with it. Okay. Now there's a ground strap here, but I think I can just remove that once I get this slightly free. And that ground strap is the only thing following along other than this, but that's going to be long enough to not be an issue. Okay, so I'm going to put this like that and then get the ground strap off. And now the CRT cage is mostly free. Looks suspiciously Motorola. I don't think so. Now these wires are on a connector, so I can remove it. It sucks to remove and reinstall. Might actually be easier to do it with the board loose. I don't remember how I did this. I know I got that out, though. Let's find out. I think I called this sideboard. CRT side, yeah. maybe I got to remove the whole thing. Does it slide back? Well, that's going to hold it in, I think, maybe. Oh, the CRT chassis is definitely some kind of separate module. Okay. You know, I did not remove that last time. This gives me much better access to that stupid connector. But I don't want to punch the neck of the tube. The other fun thing is there's so many random wires here that go up to the deflection, and I don't want to lose track of those. I need to be aware of that. Really need to get this plug off here, though, because then the whole thing comes free. Oh my gosh, let go. There we go. Now the CRT cage is totally free. Blah. Other than being on the blanket. Okay. Now, how to remove this whole thing. What's it catching on? Oh, no, it's supposed to lift here. Haha, okay. All right, then the middle board. Man. This is such a pain. All right, we're tearing apart the terminal. That's what's up. Because it's not happy. All right, you're going to have to suffer with a bad angle here for a little bit because I need the space to figure out the next play. So I can remove this pretty easily. I don't think it's going to gain me a whole lot, though. Definitely one more screw there. Okay. I think I might need to remove the bottom board first. Motorola CRT chassis, same as the AES, sparking power supply, transformer. Ooh. Okay. So, replaceable. What serial number is yours? Because mine's 9. Mine doesn't have that sticker. Might be a DG thing. That would make sense. I have no idea what it references, though, because it's got the 9228. There's no way this monitor is from 1992. All right. Progress. So remove this. And then... Oh, I remember those sucking. I don't want to remove those. It's a whole mess. Oh, that looks a little funky. One moment. Let's see, this would have been January. Oh, tell me I got a full photo of this board. Oh, no, I looked like it before. There's a cap on there that's got some orange stuff on the top, and I thought it might have leaked, but it looked like that before. So it's not anything to do with having been on. All right, I'm gonna retake a photo of those wires. So there's 3 wires here that are just like stuck on. They're not part of a connector. They're just 3 loose wires right there. And you're boned if you don't have reference material of what order they go on. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that detaches it mostly from the, what you call it. Okay. Okay. All right, a little bit of recording to catch up. That. All right, I have the CRT cage out, and it's a mess, man. There's like individual pins that go to all the things, and they're just... I don't want to take it apart any more than I absolutely have to, so this is where we're at. This is hardwired to this, unless I undo these, and just, So for right now, we're going to stick with from here. So we can definitely see some electrolytics. I'm concerned about the wax paper caps, because those could potentially be an issue. I had removed that one, so that looks weird because of me, because I couldn't measure it. You know, that kind of looks like I didn't do a great job getting that soldered back in. It's attached. I'll check and reflow that one in a moment. But yeah, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to check a bunch of these caps. I'm going to start out by checking them in circuit. That way I don't have to stress the copper any more than I have to. I have no idea why audio would be crackly. It's a wireless mic. I don't know. Does it sound good now? Because I don't hear myself. Good now, it's just a second. Strange. Okay. Second or two, excuse me, of interference. Huh. Well, we definitely discovered that it broadcasts on an audible radio frequency, which is, you know, cool. So, all right. Yeah. Oh, these weird wires are all labeled. Interesting. So we have the WHT. I'm wondering if that could be white level, not black level? I don't know. Probably shouldn't try and read in that too much. So, all right. I'm going to try and poke around and figure this stuff out. Okay. This is going to be a pain. So I do have the tweezer ones, but I don't think they're as useful. I can't even reach over the body of that thing. I mean, kinda, but... all right. Here we go. I'm just going to start testing, like, every single cap. Okay. Ah, yes. The totally, definitely standard. Everybody has these every time. This is how they all are. Positive stripe marked capacitor. Definitely normal, not likely to cause any issues with anyone. Yep, definitely what you expect to see. Okay, so I'm getting 192 microfarad and 1.3 ohms of ESR, or 1.7 ohms of ESR. That's a little high. Where did I get a value on that one? There it is. So it is a 220 10 volt. I'm gonna instantly lift one side of that one, measure it. Whoa. All right, so the very first cap I measure here is a 220 ohm capacitor that I'm measuring at 86. Now, the very first capacitor I'm measuring here is meant to be 220 microfarads, and I'm getting 86 at 2 EF. So EF. ES, oh my gosh. The very first capacitor I'm measuring here is meant to be 220 microfarads, and I'm only getting 86 it's also, you know, probably not supposed to be 2 ohms of ESR. So that's not looking great there right off the bat. Now in circuit, I just measured this as 200, so that's a little strange. And that's part of why I don't normally like to measure capacitors in circuit, but in circuit, the ESR was 1.7, which made me a little suspicious. So I'm going to take note of that. I'm not going to replace it immediately, but yeah, that's not great. There's also some other caps from this same product line in here, I think. So I might look at all of them and see if they're all looking bad. Like this one right here, that's another one of the exact same one. So we might be on to something here, and I just need to replace these ones. I'm really hoping it's not the paper ones. I do have the paper replacements, but they're not going to be amazing. All right. Where's the silver Sharpie? There it is. What issues did I have with it? It stopped displaying video, but is rastering. I'm gonna silver Sharpie dot all of the caps that I think are likely to be bad. Yeah, essentially the white level was black. So not doing so great. I'm waiting for the desoldering iron to warm up now because I want to get this axial folded over one. I think that is a likely possibility for a problematic one. Guess while we're waiting for that, I can check this one. Yes, the second floppy drive just decided that it was done trolling me and started working all on its own, and I wish I was joking. Okay, this is supposed to be a 100 microfarad measuring 88. That's better, but we'll pop one side and see what it looks like in a little bit. Try and in circuit with the tweezer doodad. Oh man, how do I know which side is positive? Wait, that one? Dude, this sucks. Four microfarad, 7 ESR. That doesn't seem right. Well, it is a 4.7, 100 volt. Holy moly! But the 7 ESR, a little crazy. Now, I think that, yeah, that is how the desoldering iron is supposed to work. Bam, one and done. Why can't they all be that easy? 4.7 microfarad, but the 7 ohms ESR, that's the more concerning one. Okay, positive is on the bottom, so I'm extending the ground here. Yeah, 7 ohms ESR. Here's another one. This is an axial one that stood up like that. 7 ohms ESR. That ain't right, man. Dude, I really wish I could get the camera up higher, but that is like an eternal problem. It won't stay up like that. The sub is absolutely worth more than the ads, by far. It's not even close. Okay. Oh, I really don't want to remove that one. That one will suck, but I think I should. Philip, out of curiosity, do you have any information on your Motorola monitor? Because the dasher here has a problem where the video is shifted to the right, and I haven't tried looking up if there's any information on how to calibrate it, but if there's a Motorola version of it that's probably better known, that might be helpful. What frequency? That was 1K. I can try 100. These aren't ultra massive caps, so they shouldn't be needing too high of, or too low a frequency. .32 ohms ESR at 100 hertz.
A544JH subbed as tier 1 and says,
End of line.
So what do you want, 1K or 100?
JEPIN 247 subbed as tier 1 and says,
End of line.
A544JH, thank you for the 32 months of tier 1 sub there. I really appreciate it. And GPIN, thank you for the tier 1 16 months sub there. I appreciate that as well. Swung across mains, call it good. Yeah. Had a viewer ask me about the frequency I was measuring at. That was 1K before, so here's 100 hertz. That's a lot worse ESR on there. Yeah, let's go ahead and measure the other one that we did as well, just for giggles. So positive here, negative there, and now we get 5 ohms of ESR. Slightly better capacitance, but yeah, atrocious ESR. Refill them with a syringe, yeah. Here, let's do a thing. This is C59. 71. 72, which is, that's the one we were just looking at, actually, so we can look at that in a second. This is 66. CRT fuse, C150, so that's not 59, okay. Let's do a little bit of a comparison here. So these are the replacement capacitors I have for this. So this is a 220 microfarad, 10 volt capacitor right here, okay? These are 220 microfarad, 16 volt capacitors. So we got 150 and 5.3 ESR right there. So let's just measure one of these and see what we get. Yeah, 0.3 ESR. Okay, yeah, I think we may have found our problem. That seems a little not good. We're just gonna replace all the electrolytics. I'm like pretty sure that's the only sane course of action here. Okay, I have no idea what this is. I want to look. Oh, those are super chunks. Yeah, these are some of the caps that were the reason that it was like $200 for new caps. 160 volt, 470 UF. Yeah, it was. I'm not even sure what that one replaces. Just says CRT fuse. Oh, those are one side of that dual element cap. Yeah. Should we replace that? I kind of want to keep it going if it's still working. Like, it feels wrong in like a fun way that that's the one that's still going. All right, I'm just going to find all the electrolytics in here. Give me a second. Pretty sure these are going to be film cap replacements. Oh, they probably say what they are. Cylindrical axial film. Yeah, we don't want any of the film ones right now. Okay. These are 100 volt, 680. I think that's the other half of the dual cap. This is film. See, you know it's a film cap because it's 630 volts. Makes it a little obvious that something's funny there. So these are for the film caps are the wax paper cap replacements. In case they were bad. So this one's film 250 volts. And 100 volt aluminum electrolytic. Okay. Hopefully that's all of the aluminum electrolytics. The bag kind of like fell over and they all just like poured out somewhere. So I don't know that they're 100% sure all there. Looks like maybe they are. I could check my notes on it. I meant to make a Caps Wiki page. I have all of the caps and everything ordered. It was just like, oh, I didn't want to make a Caps Wiki page when I did this because I did this like 2 weeks before Usagi came here and I didn't want to spoil it. So I haven't actually made the Caps Wiki page yet. Yeah, Old Master, I keep waiting for a cap or something to blow on my 2012 plasma there. So far, it's been doing great, and I'm putting a lot of miles on it. I love that thing. That sounds like a fun catch for the next 50 streams. It wasn't that many. Okay, let me just verify that I have them all. Okay, C59 is that one. Then we have C14, which is this one. 630 should play with some electrostatic CRT stats. There's my Spectrum analyzer with electrostatic CRT. It's the only one I own. I love it. It's so cool. I would love more. Able drivers and IGBTs. So I've heard that this one in particular gets a bad power supply board. That's what I'm concerned about. Watching the stream on a plasma? Nice. Okay, out of curiosity, does yours do this thing where it will, if it's like a full white image, it'll dim the whole thing because it's trying to draw too much power for it? Its peak brightness is very dependent on how much white there is, just out of curiosity, because that one, oh, it's super noticeable. If I'm watching like a star scene, okay, like I'm watching, you know, Wolf 359 fight, okay, in Star Trek, looks great. If I'm watching an all-white show, literally the only thing I can think of is Happy Feet, and I've never even watched that. Ice Age, there we go. That one doesn't suck. Then it would be dim. So, does have some slight brightness pumping. Okay. OLED also dims a lot of white. Oh, interesting. 2,000 watt required for full white. Yeah, this thing soaks up 500 watts as is. So, yeah. Okay, CRT 11, 13, 12, 70, 11, 13, 72, and Bodge. So, this is 11, 13, 72, and Bodge, which Bodge, by the way, this is Better Foes of the Chassis and TT Live. All right. I'll take a look at that in a moment. There were a bunch of early electrostatic TVs. Only problem now is you can't get replaced with CRTs, so once they wear out, you're dead in the water. Oh, man. What do you mean wear out? You mean just the phosphor coating burns out, or... Anyway, look at this thing. There is just a random piggyback cap in there. That one, that's not an official cap. It's not one of the actual part numbers on there. So I just have that one labeled as Bodge. So. Plus, was only useful when phase and 40 watt range. CRT tubes eventually leak or burn the phosphor. Well, I mean, no. I mean, over the scale of, like, all time, yes. So. Plasma bubble microwave text messages through time. In any tube. Yeah, see, that is, I think, more likely to be a problem. Burn-in is... There's a lot of functions to it. Anyway. Will you use positive marked caps? No, I will not. All right, so this one is 4.763. Okay.
TECHTA 5 NYANWIN 1 TECHTA 5 NYANWIN
That's hilarious.
2 and Galantor.
End of line.
71. That's a film though. Okay. Hiram, thank you for the 37 months. That is a number. 37. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. All right, waiting for somebody to recognize that anime reference. Well, it won't be me. I have never watched any of that. So, someone was asking about danger of working on CRTs. CRT danger is very overblown. Yes, you can get zapped, but basically the only thing that's going to zap you as far as this, the actual tube itself, is what's underneath this cap. So as long as you don't pry that up and jam your finger in there, it is no more dangerous than any other device. That's pretty much it. So, yeah, that seriously is all you have to worry about. Yeah, title's wrong because I don't bother to change it. Who cares? It's not like it matters. No one cares what the subtitle is. They see data general, they click it. Kind of, sometimes, maybe. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to wholesale replace all the electrolytics. Definitely don't try to juggle, though. Yeah. It's me that asked. Thanks for answering. Guess I've heard too much lore about CRT deaths. Yes.
End of line.
Yeah, people get way too concerned about it. So, fun thing here, and love you 2 times. Thank you for the Prime sub and for 20 months there. I appreciate that. I actually went to go record a video about discharging the flyback of a Mac Classic, and I was doing it wrong, and literally every single time I attempted to discharge it, it was discharging through me. So I could say I have been shocked by a CRT. Here I am. I'm not going to say you should go out and get shocked by a CRT because that could cause problems because it's not good. But maybe we should make a break stream. We're reaching MakerBot. Nope, no breaks. All data general all the time. Don't care. Okay, is there currently a charge in this one right now? I do not believe so. I think it has a bleeder resistor right here. So, yeah. But again, unless I jammed my finger cap right there, not going to be a problem. This is the Dasher, Hiram. All right, well, based on that ridiculous difference between the new and old capacitor, I'm just going to replace all the electrolytics in here. I don't think it's worth trying to look at any of them. They're very clearly bad. So we're just going to replace all of them and then see what that does. Yeah, Nova terminal. Bleed resistors fail, don't trust them. I mean, I don't trust a whole lot. I would still discharge it if I was really that concerned, but I'm not really that concerned. Hiram, the only thing I could really recommend in that instance is before you start working on a device, heavily photo document every single part before you remove it. So that way you can compare before and after to see what you may have done. Recap CRT chassis and brighten up the screen significantly. I'm thinking something like that is going to happen here. I mean, I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping we go from a level of 0 brightness to literally any more than that, but it might be significant. Yeah, just don't touch a cup. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah. People really do overthink CRT safety. And I think it's because no one wants to say, you'll be fine, and then have someone die, and then either feel bad or think they're going to get sued. Yeah, CRT safety does get overblown by a lot. Okay. Oh my gosh, we only got 25 minutes? Dude, are we even going to find out today? All right, that is C72. Oh, these are a lot thicker than I realized. Well, here's hoping this works. Of course, these caps are very stupid. Every single one of these axial electrolytic capacitors in this thing have the polarity stripe indicating positive polarity. So I have to be extremely careful that I don't match the negative polarity stripe with these when putting the new caps in. And I have to pay attention that this is backwards. It's just, man, even, yeah, so the case pinch point, that's the real indicator here. But yeah, it's really, really frustrating. I don't think recapping is your problem, Hiram. I think you need to go through them and just make sure that everything is correct. I don't know how to best suggest that you do that, though. All right, and my replacement caps were a little chunkier than I realized. So this is going to be interesting, but it looks like it will fit down in here in this weird bent over spot. Did Asus make them? Yeah, really. All right, hold on. I am... Because of these stupid markings, I'm going to triple check all of these. What on earth brand capacitor is this? It says IC? What did I buy? It doesn't say the brand on here. Okay. Sure. Probably didn't have a lot of options in axial. Illinois capacitor? That sounds familiar. Okay. I'm not kidding. I'm taking a picture of every single one of these suckers before I remove them. I don't trust nothing. No, they're not radial. I bought axial because these are axial. I mean, that one very definitely should be replaced with an axial. These ones could have been replaced with radials, but I'm a sucker for trying to keep it original. You know, they probably cost me like 20 times more. All right, let's do C59 here because it's the only one of that value. Just use radials, bend one wire back. I don't blame you. Okay, so stripe goes the opposite direction. Love that thing. This is that thing's domain. Single layer, like no weirdness, enough space in the hole. Yeah, that thing loves this. Oh, come on. Oh, whoa. It would help if I hadn't used the iron to remove the other side and left all the solder in place. Okay, just double check. Yep, 220/16. 220/10. Always like to double check the values before I fully replace them because I have screwed up ordering before and then found that out on a final check. It doesn't hurt to be sure. Come on. Wow, is this like a ground plane or something? Why is it? It is 100% a no sprocket ground plane. Good job. Let's pour some heat into there, I guess. Oh my gosh, really? Jeez. This is rough. Oh, wow, that's making that cap hot. How am I gonna do this? I forgot that would conduct back up through the cap. That's not gonna work. I think we're just gonna have to hope that that's good enough. I have a weird idea. We do the weird stuff, yeah. Well, it's gonna be one of them ideas. Here we go. Boom. I just used the desoldering iron as a full radius soldering iron, and it totally worked. Look how flawless that is now. That's not going to be super useful for my normal tweezer or jumper usage, but yeah. Okay. Double check. Yep, that's correct polarity. All right. Man, this would go so much faster if they weren't undesolder something. Yeah. This would go so much faster if they weren't all such a pain in the butt. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to get the bonus cap out. That's going to suck. So I think I have to desolder this resistor, and then not even go to the diode over there. So there's a resistor leg here and a diode leg there. And I think that's it. Yeah, okay. I don't know if the bodge cap is necessary, but it's on there, so I'm going to replace it. Let me get a polarity photo. Positive towards resistor. Okay. I don't like that little piece of solder just fell down somewhere. Hopefully it fell all the way out. What even is this? Oh, it's another one of those stupid things. Okay, that might work for the capacitor side, or the diode side. See if that works on the resistor side. How do you have to clean the gun? I use a wire ramrod. I thought I ordered some actual cleaning ones from Thermaltronics, but it turned out I didn't. So I need to go back and do that. Okay. Resistor side's not loose. Diode side isn't loose. Okay. I'm going to flood this with more solder. Let it heat a little more. Not how often. Oh, when it stops working. There's not like a regular maintenance routine. I don't have a good value for figure for you, sorry. Come on, just give it up. Okay, that side's loose. Now I need to get the resistor to cooperate. Wait a minute, is that even the right one? No, it's not. I desoldered the wrong thing. Desoldering irons are high maintenance. You clean them after every use if you don't want pain. I probably should. There we go. Okay. Didn't measure this one, so for giggles. Yeah, that's not great. So that's a 4.7, 63. So I need one of these, a 4.7, and then these are 160 because that was apparently as good as I could do. Okay, that was positive towards the resistor. God, that's such a stupid one to add in there. That's it right there. Gosh. I'm just going to use a desoldering iron here. Debug controls what they do. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I guess tomorrow when we finish this, I'll check that out. Because I don't see it happening today. Okay, that's all the electrolytics on this board, I believe. Yeah. Let me just look at this. So that was Bodge 72. Yeah, so we need 13 and 11. Those are on this board. So we'll do those in a moment. And we need to do this one still. So 3 more. All right. Polarity reference. The board is marked, by the way. I don't trust anything. Oh, that works so well. You know what? Let's do these in bulk. That's 13. And then C14. Uh-oh. That's going to complicate things. But somehow I still got it. Board side small dot, center of the board, transformer deoxit. Suggest deoxit that. So my problem is horizontal position. I mean, well, that's a problem I've got. I also obviously have no video, but yeah. Once it works again, I'll need to adjust horizontal position. But that will be a tomorrow problem. Band and cut lead before putting... Not sure what you mean. Positive. Here. Okay. You know the B voltage? No. I know nothing. So Old Master, I don't think you were here at the beginning. Video is working. There is a raster. When I turn it off, the beam goes bright and it collapses as you would expect. The problem has to do with the signal white level being too low. I also know video itself is good because the positive output, and we're able to see that on an external display still. So digital circuitry is fine. CRT, raster is fine. It is just the signal level itself that is getting messed up. Why are you not sticking? Something doesn't feel right about that one. There we go. Okay. And there we are. That should be the Dasher. And there we are. That should be the Dasher terminal recapped. And I suspect that's going to fix our problem based on just how bad these capacitors were. So now to reassemble it and find out. But for those of you who are here live, that's going to have to be tomorrow. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, what? Phone? Jeez. Doesn't matter. Okay, good. What on earth was that? Oh, okay. All right. Just shove it in and hit power. I don't think you understand how difficult it is to reassemble. There's a lot of stupid little parts here and connectors and things. This is not something I want to try and rush. So, the brightness potentiometer, I've already deoxided. It's now doing better, but yeah, Okay. We're going to call that there. I need control over the server. Yeah, huge pile of data general machines in need of repair. Yeah. That is becoming what it is. What have we not? I mean, I technically didn't need to solder anything on the floppy drives, but I did. So I have now soldered on everything so far. Because the computer itself, we had to replace one of the driver chips for the RAM. The floppy drive, I ended up reflowing all of the connector pins on the drives after it just suddenly started working, just as a precaution. And now on this, we had to recap it. So, yep. All right. Yeah, serial cable. Yeah, I made a serial cable. But, oh, yeah, I've repaired the serial cable. And then I also made some, so that's a different thing. Yeah, all right. I'm going to run the outro. All right, we will be continuing this tomorrow. I'm just going to walk away from it as is. I won't touch it before stream because, I mean, you know what, actually, do you guys want me to just reassemble it off stream? I will be turning it on if I do. Because then you don't have to watch that. Wait, did we just get rated? Daily Tech News Show and Raiders, hello and welcome. We are in the outro. We just finished recapping the Data General Dasher terminal. So I need to assemble it tomorrow. So yeah, will you promise not to test it without us? No, I would not. No, is that raid not mine? Oh, okay. Sorry, Ben. I did not see that. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, time's gonna run out on the outro. So, thank you all for being here. If you wanna catch more streams like this, go ahead and follow me, so you can see what, when I go live things like stuff. If you wanna help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon. But for now, that's gonna be it, and I will see you next time. Yeah, we'll get back to this tomorrow, don't worry. Dude, the printer, whatever.